What is happening, guys? Welcome back. So another little video on the Caddy. So in the last episode we got all the cab headliner, all the light grey plastics covered in headliner material or dyed with some black dye to make it all look a hell of a lot nicer. So in this episode, if you've seen by the thumbnail and title, we've got something that I've had for months. I think it's been pretty much since I bought the van. I was contacted by the guys at VW Monkeys who said that they'd got some Caddy Life mirrors they would like to supply me if I would like a set. So they have supplied me with, which are in here, I've got some Caddy Life mirrors, which are there, and we've also got colour-coded caps in the Reflex Silver that the van is painted in. And me being me, as organised as I am, we haven't got any of this out to show you. But there we are. Reflex Silver Caddy Life mirror caps. So this episode we're going to be swapping out the wing mirrors. Now, why are we swapping out the wing mirrors? Well, if you've never noticed it, then you won't have noticed it. But the wing mirrors are different shapes on both sides. So the driver's side is sort of horizontal. It's kind of square. But the passenger side is portrait and isn't. And when you look from the van outside, it's quite annoying when you notice them that they are like this. So yeah, we're going to be changing them out for the Caddy Life mirrors, which are matching both sides and look nicer. Obviously we did the wing mirrors on the original Caddy that we did on the channel, but it was a long time ago. I'm struggling to find tools, I'm struggling for places to work, so I'm just going to bang the GoPro on and we'll see how we get on with this and see what they look like at the end. But yeah, big thank you to VW Monkeys for supplying me with them. Links in the description, code and everything's on screen. Let's get on with trying to fit them. Right, once you've got the old mirror off, you need to take the cover cap off, which you just sort of pull and it comes out, and you've got some wiring to get out. When there's a really small hole through that cable's coming out, you've got to get it through there. And the wiring is for the radio, I believe, and the GPS antenna. Now, they are plugs which look a little something like this. So you've got a blue plug, a brown plug and a black plug, and they're all colour coded on the wires as well. You've got a little pink clip inside. So basically, rest this down here, you've got blue with blue, that basically just pushes inside and clips like that, and then the little plastic clip goes one way like that, and that is now, that cable cannot come out. So all I did to remove these, to make them smaller to come through the opening, in the back of the pin, in the back of the plug there, you've got these little pink bits. Push them in with a pick, and that will mean it sits up. Pick under it and carefully, he says, did it a minute ago, carefully lift it up so that that comes out like that. And then all you do is a bit of pressure and just pull it, and that comes out and it's smaller. And then to put them back together is exactly what we've just done, like that. That makes them a hell of a lot smaller, so they'll come out because that plug would not come out of that hole. The only bit you've got to fight with is this, which is the earth point that goes onto the door just there. And what I would suggest doing with that, before you pull it out, is get some pliers or long nose pliers and basically bend it around, not tight to it, you can see how thick that is, bend that round so that it isn't sticking out as far, to make it easier to pull through the hole as well. Little tips. Right, there we go. Mirror is knotted on. We've got all the aerial, everything in there. We'll sort that out in a minute. Interior's all Interior trim is all clipped back in. All the cables are all plugged in. And look down there, we've got focal speakers. So when I said they were upgraded, they are some nice, expensive, upgraded speakers. Which is why it sounds so good when we're driving along and the music's on. So, get all this side back together and we'll do the same on the other side. There we go, that one is on, looking much better. So you put the cover cap on first, the aerial runs sort of along here in the box for the aerial I've stuck down the side here. You put the cap on first, and there's 2 screws that you put in that come in the pack. Plug the plugs in for the glass, for the heating element, and then clip the glass in. And hopefully, this side is easier, because I don't think this side will have any electrics in it other than the one plug for the movement. Matthew, working away. Right, let's get to it on. And there we go, mirrors are on and look so much better. They just tidy the van up, and I think especially the Mark IV, these Caddy Life mirrors fit and match with the body lines. Now the Terrain mirrors that we did on the last van, personally I think look better on a Mark III, sort of the facelift Caddy, because the lines and everything work better. But these with the angles and the angles on the front of the van, I think these work really, really well with the van. I'm super happy with them. So a massive thank you to VW Monkeys for supplying me with these. Like I say, links in the description, everything, all the information's on the screen now as well. Hit them up if you are after a set. They do them in most factory colours, I think, off the shelf. So yeah, hit those guys up for those. We've got another item that I've been sent in the post as well, which is to go with the solar panel that we've fitted to the roof, and that is a lithium-ion leisure battery. So the guys at EcoWorthy contacted me quite a while ago now, said they saw what we were doing, and that we're building like a mini camper van, and wondered if we would like to have one of their batteries for the van. So we said yes. So in the last camper, the T5, we had a 100 amp hour leisure battery. I can't think of what the brand was now. That ran the fridge, the stereo system, ran all sorts of stuff. And with the 150 watt panel on the roof and charging off the alternator as you're driving, 100 amp hours is more than enough for what we need. We don't need loads and loads and loads of power. So lithium ion is obviously better. Now don't quote me exactly on these numbers, but it's something, AGM and lead acid have got something like 50% depth of discharge. So if you've got 100 amp hour battery, you've only actually got 50 amp hours of usable power. Whereas on a lithium battery, you've got a 100 amp hour battery, it's something like 98, 99%. So you've actually got 98 or 99 amp hours of power. So, and they're really light, 9 times out of 10 smaller. They are a little bit more expensive. I think these are around about the £200 mark. They're not that expensive. I've spoken to a few people that have already used these as well, and they're super happy with the battery and super happy with the way that everything works. So yeah, massive thank you to the guys at EcoWorthy for sending me a battery over for this little build, which we will get installed in the coming months and time when we get round to doing the electrics and everything on the van. Obviously the solar is just so we can get the roof in. But yeah, links in the description to these guys. Again, it's a bit of an affiliate link, so if you buy anything through Ecoworthy, I'll get a little bit of a kickback. But yeah, we've got those mirrors on. That is the next thing here for it. So yeah, that's me done for the day. I've got other stuff to go and do now, so we'll see what we're going to do at a later date. So guys, as you can probably see, I'm not in the UK, so unfortunately that was the last content that I filmed on a vehicle while I was still in the UK. I am now in Bali in Indonesia. I basically booked a one-way flight and I have no idea how long I'm going to be away for. I'm here for about 4 weeks at the moment, and then see where it takes us. The world is your oyster, as the saying goes. Thank you all so much for all of the support with everything so far. Obviously there's been a fair amount gone on in my life, and I'm now off, as much as I hate it, finding myself. But yeah, thank you all for the support. Sorry to have got your hopes up with having content back. I do apologise about that. But yeah, I'm going to have a bit of time sorting me out and seeing a bit of the world. And I mean, look at this place. This is the rice fields of Ubud in the middle of Bali, and it's an absolutely gorgeous place, and the people are insane as well. They're just the nicest people. But yeah, sorry guys, I'll be back with some content at some point, but for now I'm just going to do a bit of exploring. So until next time guys, enjoy.